that my cue?
No, not yet. Wait, I'll count you. You want me to count you from 5?
Yeah, let's count from 5. Do, 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 do.
Five,
Four,
3, 2, 1.
That's my favorite part. I'm so easily amused. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everyone. Oh, thank you. I'm Darlene McCormick, and it's an honor to speak here today. Well, many of you know that these last couple of weeks in Casadega was filled with noise. We get more than our share of Halloween revelers. Most of it is ringing with joy and laughter and fun, but it does come with a whole lot of chaos. And just when you think it will never happen, along came Tuesday and the quiet of a community after a sensory overload. And of course, I always say this, and every time I speak, I've been beating myself up about the topic for today, mostly all weekend and week. And as we all do that. And finally had the time to sit outdoors, to hear and feel nature, to decompress. A moment when I didn't think. That's sometimes our hardest thing, getting quiet in the mind. And a welcome opportunity to empty my head and listen to the rhythm of my soul, of the universe around me. Birds, squirrels, dragonflies, oh, they were everywhere that day. And spirit. The entire universe felt so very close in the quiet. And it was time to look inside for the answers. Pick a topic, Darlene Mary, pick a topic. So I sat in the most important energy I have, my soul, and the topic was decide. We're going to talk about animal spirit guides. I thought that would be fun. And you know, we get so busy and we often forget that we really are all one. And that one includes Mother Nature, Mother Earth. We are one, all the wonders of nature, and we are all creatures of our God. And as we learn to know our spirit guides, many of us have had a lot of classes on spirit guides. Remember that animals play a significant role in what is our human experience. So today, as we explore spirit animals as guides, and also, by the way, they are sometimes referred to as journey animals. One of my research sources is A Little Spark of Joy. Imagine that, that's my favorite. I like joyous things. And they say, your animal guide chooses you. Well, think about that a minute. Your animal guide chooses you. I have a sense of it, and I firmly believe that you also choose it. And that is prior to stepping back into the world of people. You make alliances, you know, and it is also believed, and many say, that this animal will stay with you for life, and some say eternity. Kind of lean towards eternity sometimes, but I know the guides come and go as we travel throughout our universe. But it's much like some of the other guides, our animal spirit guide, the doctor, the gatekeeper, joy guide, and so many more. Now, let's not confuse animal spirit guides, journey animals, remember, with totem animals. There's some crossover there, absolutely. But a totem animal is an animal spirit that is called upon or invoked for its specific power and survival skills. Now, they serve as a guardian or protector when facing adversity. Now, it's customary for many Native American tribes, as well as other peoples around the world, to be made up of smaller groups or clans united by actual or perceived kinship and descent, and formed around a founding member or an ancestor. So these clans are formed, it's a breakdown of an entire tribe, and they do focus on different ancestors and animals. But often this ancestor was actually an animal spirit, and which became the clan totem. By the way, has anybody ever read Clan of the Cave Bear? Jean M. All wrote it. Yeah. Anyway, it's an excellent series, but I always stray off topic, so focus, Darlene. But these clan totems are often the animals that inhabit the local area. Wolf, bear, turtle, and deer are common clans of the Great Lake region, as an example. They have a unique relationship to the tribe and heritage. So many of you know totem poles, native cultures. These are life study topics that allow for years of discovery. Now, another all-encompassing subject that is based on spirit animals is the Chinese Zodiac. Who knows their Chinese Zodiac symbol? Yeah. You know, it's made up of 12 animals, rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey. I like the sing-song voice. Rooster, dog, and pig. And your individual animal is decided by the year that you were born in. Of course, it's much, much bigger than that. There's a lot more to it. And this particular subject can also encompass years of study. You know, the Chinese Zodiac, I really liked it this year, you know, these last couple of years when things were just so crazy, and New Year's hit, or when we celebrate New Year's, and all heck broke loose. And I thought, the heck with this. Chinese New Year's is coming up. I'm cool with that. So I did. But a point to note, whether it be totem, zodiac, spirit animal greetings, or spirit animal guides, is never let your perceived image, now hear that again, never let your perceived image of an animal affect how you see its ability to serve as your spirit animal guide. Let's take a look at the snake. A snake. Who's afraid of snakes? Oh, I'm good if I see them coming. I'm not good when they startle me. But what a snake signifies as a guide is transformation and change. A few creatures represent spiritual transformation so well. Let's think about it. A snake must repeatedly shed its skin in order to grow. This is what we aspire to do while on our spiritual journey, change and growth. And you know I'm going to work it in every time I speak. You know, when you have a perception of something and you feel like it might be a little bit slanted or it's not serving you well, pick that up from inside, get quiet, hold it up to the light, and just turn it 1/4 of an inch and just see it differently. Snakes get a bad rap, folks, and it is actually an honor to have this creature as a spiritual guide, totem, zodiac, whichever it may be. You know, one of the many books I've read over the years is by Ted Andrews. It's a little book. And it's entitled Animals Speak. And of course, we have it in the bookstore. There's a wealth of information at the bookstore. You know, you can stand in there and easily pick up 5, 6 books that are of interest. But this particular book covers animals as messengers as well. You know, you're riding down the street and a hawk comes flying and you wonder, you know, in your soul, you know that you sense that it has a message for you. Cardinals are very common. Vultures are very interesting, and actually another misunderstood animal. They're actually quite spiritual. When my nephew suddenly transitioned some years back, I started to see dragonflies everywhere. Oftentimes in the beginning, they would land on me, and I'm like, but you know, I just knew, you know how you do, you just sense it and you know. I just laughed. You know, he always did bug me. Get it? So dragonflies, they land on me, playing miniature golf, and all of a sudden I turn around and there's one on a tree right at eye level. Some of them are huge too, by the way. Oh, and dragonflies. Dragonflies as a messenger. Time to shine. Trust in the power of your light. You're not alone. So it's very impactful. Anyway, Ted Andrews opens with his intro with, no matter how much we cloak ourselves in civilization, we will always be a part of nature. Now, because of this, we should learn to listen to her messages, especially those that come through animal brothers and sisters. And just an aside, remember, we are one. And he goes on to say, as humans, we sometimes forget that we can starve as much from a lack of wonder as we can from a lack of food. That deserves a timely pause. When we open ourselves to animals and nature, we open our hearts and souls to true wonders. I like that. The entire belief of spirit animals is actually one of the oldest traditions on the planet. A spirit animal is often seen as the one who will represent life's lessons. Now, spirit animals do not always or necessarily guide you, though of course they often do, and of course they can. To me, they also come to teach you. They teach you what you need to know and learn so you may meet the challenges of your individual spiritual journey. It is a challenge. Some of you may have noticed how these last years have just been keep it coming, keep it coming. However, every generation since the beginning has thought that very same thing. Oh, what a world I'm bringing my children into. Oh, what a world. And yet it still keeps spinning and we keep on hanging on to it. So sometimes it feels like Mother Nature is going to try and shake us off like a dog with a tick. That's just an aside. At any rate, so that you're learning, you need to know and learn, and these animals come in to help you with that, so you may meet the challenges of your individual spiritual journey. Remember that it is a journey into the human experience, and we are meant to evolve. You know, religion, the spiritualism, religion, science, philosophy, and the science part of it is that energy just continues on and on and on, and we are energy. Everything around us is energy. Now, each spirit animal has certain attributes and skills to teach and certain knowledge to share. Each one has its own unique methods of overcoming the many challenges it must meet in order to survive. And there's parallels between their needs and their challenges and how to survive to the person that they pick, we pick. You know, there's always a spirited debate. Oh, Lyceum, we used to have crazy spirited debates. You know, sometimes it would be border on agitation. Who's right, who's wrong? It doesn't really matter. Believe as you believe. And when you're taking classes out here, you will find many times, many of the instructors, when you say, well, how do I meditate? How do I go with it? How do I connect? Experience all of the various ways that you can, and then you will find the one that will work for you. Remember, challenges that you must meet in order to survive. So your true spirit animal, so the book says, will appear only at the time in your life when you are ready to accept them. Same thing when you think about your spiritual growth. You know, at night, sometimes you close your eyes and you see faces on the inside of your eyelids. Some of us do. Some of us, you know, feel like they see something out of the corner of their eye. By the time they look, it's gone. I kind of think of those as drive-bys. Spirit comes by, it's, oh, this person can feel me. And you do. So when you are ready to accept them and the wisdom that they come to offer, our spirit does not bring to you things, does not want to scare you. It wants you to accept. It wants you to grow, learn, and experience. Divine timing, folks. You'll know when it's the right time. Maybe it'll be today. We'll see in a little bit. But this, of course, begs the question. Here it is. How do I find my spirit animal guide? There's always an answer, just a Google away. It says, because I clicked, pay attention to any animal connections throughout your lineage. Pay attention to your dreams. Think about your past connections to certain animals. Journal about the animals you feel drawn to. And you know this one's coming, but this wasn't in the Google click. To me, meditate, get quiet, get silent. However, prior to that, I spent a lot of time when I was growing and evolving, and I did aspire to pay attention more to what was around me. My particular animal spirit guide, my grandmother had on her bedroom little stand behind the bed. It was this beautiful black little animal. It was sleek. It was it. And I would lay around and I would just stare at that thing and just dream. Stuff works. One fine day I meditated. It was, that Scooby-Doo moment. It's you. So think about that. Think about the past connections, meditation, because meditate. This is how many of us meet any of our guides, whether it's your main guide, your gatekeeper, whatever the case may be, and animal spirit guides are the same thing, and how to meditate, then that opens up a whole new thing. But what you need to do, what I did, is to ask them to come forward in the still of the moment. Ask them to come forward, welcome them. You want to meet them, set your intention, and then let them meet you at the corner of your soul and forever. I brought that one up all by myself. I like a dramatic phase, a little drama. I like it. So do any of you already know who your spirit animal guide is? Anybody? Marty, would you like to share? Okay.
While you were speaking, I actually reminded myself what it's all about. I hadn't thought about that in a while. So thank you for the reminder.
Well, thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else aware? Yes, ma'am.
Well,
Dawn. Took me a minute. Wait a minute. Focus. How are you? This is Dawn Cassidy who will be speaking.
well, as spiritualism, because that kind of says that usually I can breathe spirit animals. One maker, which is the hawk for me, and an owl, and then I also have morning doves.
That's a very interesting point. Thank you for bringing that up, because you often do have more than one spirit, just as you have other guides. You have spirit animal guides as well. I have a little one. I have my little, and I call him Cat, Black Cat. But I also have a little hamster guide, who's really truly adorable. But thank you. Anyone else like to share? Okay. We're going to try something. We're going to do a short meditation. And those of you that have contemplated this subject and have thought of this, you may just very well find, because you're more willing to welcome them and welcome them in to greet and meet. So you may just be able to have a clearer focus on who that may be, what that may be, one of the creations of our universe. So we'll just get comfortable. Everyone, relax. Close your eyes. Let your hands rest in your lap, palms up or down as you would like. And breathe in deeply and hold and breathe out. Breathe in again, letting your body take in life-giving breath and out. As you're drifting in towards the stillness, see the color red. Breathe in. Breathe out the color orange. And drift slower. Let that flow from your head through your heart, down your arms. Breathe out orange and breathe in green and drift again. Breathe in blue and breathe out indigo. And the stillness is all around you. And the thoughts of today flow out of your head and breathe in and breathe out again. Flowing on life's breath. Your thoughts following. Relax still deeper into the still quietness that is the true you. Hear and listen and hear again the still silence that is the true you. And as the stillness settles in, allow yourself to drift into a place that is special to you in your heart of hearts. Be it the beach, a lake, a forest, mountains. It's your place. It's your safe place. And you feel as though you have been here many times. I belong. I am safe. I am love. I am light. See yourself walking down a path through your safe place with nature all around you. And in the stillness, you hear the animals, insects, the wind, and Mother Nature herself welcomes you. And you come to your spot, your safe place. You feel as though you've been here so many times, and the comfort of it invites you to sit, become with the stillness of your soul, so you can feel the universe and all the possibilities of the journey you are now making. Breathe in again. Hear the wind, feel the wind. You may hear waves lapping at the beach in your space. Bird calls, chatter of the animals. The chatter of the animals in the stillness of your soul. And as you listen with the ear of your heart, hear this. I am one with Mother Earth. I am safe, for I am. I am. I am one with all her creatures, for I am one of them. All the rest of the sounds now around you here fading into the background as one sound, one noise steps forwards from the forest, from the water, from your soul. And listen again. And hear, I am ready and honored to meet my animal spirit guide, who is also one of nature's creations. Go still, breathe, listen, see the wonder of it all. And let's simply stay quiet for a few moments and explore. I intend to meet my guide in the silence. Sha, 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 sha. You see it? You can smell nature all around. And you hear it. Sha, 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 sha. You feel emotion welling up at you with the joy and the wonder of the ending journey that you can take. Feel the wonder. And breathe. And see. Embrace. For it's now time. Time in a world without time. To reach out and touch what stands before you. Feel and know the bond of infinity. You are not alone. You are valuable just the way you are. Feel the bond of infinity. Now, drift from the stillness slowly into the field of the present. The present holds more wonder, and it is the wonder of today. Take what you can from the journey you just made and stretch and open your eyes when you are ready. I love to meditate. Thank you, thank you. Anybody, anything?
There, I'll see it later.
Okay. The bear and your eagles, as Dawn was saying, your primaries. So bear. It's always best if you can see. I like them. Bear, inner voice. Inner potentials are awakening. They're always awakening. So spirit guide is that's just, and that's one definition. You know, when you're looking at some of this, much like when somebody says to you, you know, how do you meditate? And everybody will tell you something different. Remember that sometimes meanings and different books and things, it's worth. So bear, and then I'll look up eagle as well, Winnie. Look on your own, and sometimes it will speak to you more than a canned description. that you know that there's just more. But it's trust your own unique rhythms, not those of others. This will bring the honey that you seek. Get it? Fair honey. I like it. And then the eagle. You know, this little book, by the way, it has birds, insects, because remember that it's not just animal totems or I mean, it covers the messages, and as in my case, message from other side. The dragonfly was a big thing. The eagle, healing visions. Now you're an artist, so you know, spirit vision and healing surround you. Remember that part, Lenny. I know, Lynn. Look at things from a new perspective and take a different path. Trust what you are becoming. Anybody else come back with any little critter? Yes. What did you see? A yellow butterfly? I love butterflies. And what? That's very interesting. I'll look at them both. Oh, butterfly, new birth, new love and joy are coming. Now, this is as a messenger, but transformation is always inevitable. So that would be more along the line of spirit, animal, guide, because we are here to evolve and to grow. And it will be easier than expected if you embrace that, the new birth, rebirth, change. Life is change. Humans don't like it. Embrace the new beginnings. And a hedgehog. This book has everything. You know, as much as I refer to it, you would think I would know more off the top, but a hedgehog really threw me. Curiosity. And that makes sense with you because you are curious. And she's probably been clocked at 30 questions a minute when she was little. Inquisitiveness brings surprises. Though misunderstood, do not hide away. Explore and protect. Anyone else? That was fun. Thank you for that. Now, we have just a few minutes. And so the spirit messages, you know, they can be very impactful. Oftentimes you'll be sitting at, you know, when you have a recent loss, you know, really you're so raw and you're filling voids and you're doing what you can. Be outside. It really, nature, you know, sitting inside watching the news will just only make that void feel bigger. You could feel really, really alone when you're sitting inside watching the news. So, you know, step out and embrace the wonders. Remember what Ted Andrews said, that you can starve, not just from not having food, but from by not participating in the wonders of your journey. And, you know, remember, you're not alone. You are not alone. Accept your importance. Accept yourself as a source of light. Accept that and share your light. You know, this is as always in every generation, you know, the world's gone wild, and the way that we always continue to turn is to embrace each other and feel that oneness. And here's just a little thought to consider. Helping one person might not change the world, but it could change the world for that one person. So be the light. And as I close today, consider none of us can go back and start a new beginning, but anybody can start today and make a new beginning. Learn, grow, and for Lord's sakes, feel the value that is you. And I thank you all very much. I have fun. Have a good day. Got awfully quiet. didn't sneeze.